this is what, if you use it right, will allow you to make at least $10,000 per month from trading. What's up, traders? Welcome back to Da Nang in Vietnam. Today I want to share with you very important things about money management. So yeah, money management is a big thing, and I see people do this wrong all the time, or not use any money management at all in their trading. And that's something that's going to be in line with what I talked about last week about risk management. I did a whole video about principles that you should follow for risk management. Today is going to be about money management, which is a little bit different but kind of similar at the same time. So some people use these terms interchangeably, so they don't care about money. Risk management for them is the same. I think it's different. Risk management is about the risk in trading. Money management is about your money. So how to grow your money, how to get more capital to trade, stuff like that. So we'll talk about this today. I've got 5 tips that are going to help you make at least $10,000 per month from trading over time. And that's if you do things right. If you don't follow this, then of course don't expect much money. But if you follow this, expect that you're going to see some big progress and big momentum in your trading and in your money that you save. And ultimately, that's also how you get to develop financial freedom in life. Okay, so we'll get to that. First things first is I want you to create a money management framework for financial freedom. We'll start there because, like, if that's your goal to get financial freedom, you need to kind of plan things right, because planning is what leads to results. So you need to plan stuff so that financial freedom is kind of something you will achieve inevitably over time. And that's what I've been starting to do maybe 2 years ago. It really helped me save up a lot of money, and it really kind of pushed the things further for me in life and business and trading. So I'll just put up a slide for you guys, which I've used in the past. Nothing new, nothing fancy. This is how I manage my money and how I've learned to do it. So you kind of want to break this down into a couple of different things. So money you're going to spend, which of course you need to live and stuff, and that's given. But you also want to have money that you're going to save up for passive and active investment. Now, the passive investment is something you want to kind of push aside and maybe put in a fund or index or something of the sort that's not too risky. And the active investment is what you want to use for trading or education. So there are 2 things I've seen for me that I can invest in to become better in life and to kind of multiply my money. Those are myself, so my education, things that I want to learn, and trading. Okay, so those are 2 things. So you are gonna probably at the beginning put more money into education, and that's fine, that's part of life. But over time you will want to compound and add more money into trading, your trading account. So that's something I do now. So every month I save 20% of my income and put it into my trading account, pretty much, or save it up for something later. So if I have like a bad month, or if I'm not willing to invest more in my trading account right now, I'll put it aside for another month and for later. Okay, and that's fine too. So you want to have a plan also on how you're gonna invest this in your account later. So not all at once, not like creating this big chunk of money, putting it in your account now, but over time. How consistent are you now in trading, and does it make sense to add money now? And if not, then wait and create this plan to put money later. Okay, that's totally fine. So that's the first thing. And then there's also a part where you want to give, because that's increasing your mindset of money. You kind of are able to earn more when you can give more. So that's something I've seen for myself work pretty well. Give 5-10% of your money every month, and that's gonna kind of set you up for financial freedom over time. Okay, because you're investing, not everything's gonna work. You might invest in yourself and it doesn't work. You might invest in trading account or an investment actively and it doesn't work. That's fine. But over time, the more you do it, and the law of numbers is going to take care of it. So some things will work, some things won't, but the law of numbers on average, which means that maybe 80% of things are going to work, and that's all you need to be financially free in life and to be able to travel to Vietnam or whatever place you want to travel to. Okay, it doesn't matter. We've done videos on travel in the past also, so I'll link that video if you want to check it out. How to travel for kind of cheap, the way I do it. Link below for that if you want to check it out, because I talk about travel, but worth it. So point number 2 is very tied to what we talked about earlier. So only use your active investment money for trading, which means that, like, don't use your spending money or your money you're supposed to give or invest passively for trading. Like, use only the active investment thing for trading, and that's gonna mean that you will be forced, if you want to trade with more money, to make more money first, and that's a good thing. So if you kind of have no other way, you're gonna find a way to make money. And that means also that you have other things saved up to kind of protect you in case of something going wrong or things happening in life when trading. Okay, so that's really helpful. Now, if you put all your money into trading, like you say, well, this month I save 80% of my salary, put it in my trading account. Well, that's not really smart, because like, what if you have a problem with something else, or what if like you cannot build some money saved for passive investment, like that you're gonna grow without any work? That's a big thing. So you want to only use the active investment for trading, okay, and things that are actually active investment. So that's, which means a little bit more risky and producing bigger returns usually, okay? So that's very simple. Tip number 3 is, when it comes to trading, really take some time to define your maximum drawdown. Now, this is going to be different for everyone, and I cannot say like, oh, this is your maximum drawdown you should have, because it depends on your strategy and yourself. So your strategy, how much your strategy is going in a drawdown every year or on a monthly basis. Is it like something normal or not? Can you kind of predict it a little bit or no? And then yourself, so how comfortable are you with like a 10% drawdown, 20%, 30%, 50% drawdown? And usually for me that's going to be a no-no, like not 50%, but how comfortable are you with those? And can you sustain that drawdown? Most people are inclined in the very beginning, because they're really confident, to risk too much. They say, well, oh, I'm fine with like a 50% drawdown, and they get it and they realize, well, I don't think that's fine, I think I should go with lower next time. Okay, and that's something you don't want to be into. So plan this out first, so that you don't kind of get in a situation where you're stuck and you have kind of a problem. Okay, so that's very big. Define your maximum drawdown. Take some time to think about yourself. Maybe ask a friend or a psychologist to kind of evaluate how comfortable you are with risk and with losing money. Okay, and that's something that you have to take time to understand. For me, I didn't get it at first. I had to lose money first to understand it, but you can do it beforehand. Okay, you can kind of take some time now to plan it out and understand what you are comfortable with in trading and in your drawdown. Okay, so, and also test it out on your strategy if it's in line. So you might say, well, I only want to have a 10% drawdown maximum, but then your strategy is like losing 20% every year as a maximum drawdown. Okay, so is that working right? Well, maybe you have to reduce the risk that you have per trade, or maybe you have to kind of switch things up or improve your strategy a little bit. So you gotta kind of fix and mix both things together, your strategy and yourself. Now, point number 4 is quite wide, so I'm gonna expand a little bit on this one, but use break-even stop loss, trading stop, multiple take profit to boost your result. And I've seen this to work really well for myself in the past. I used to be like a losing trader, and then I switched up my ways of taking profit, and I kind of became profitable over time. Now, it wasn't only that, but that was part of it. So if you move your stop loss to break even, that can really improve your result for some people. Not everyone, of course, not all strategies will work that way, but that I've seen to work really well for me. Okay, so we'll kind of dive into these things, all of these. So break-even stop loss is when you move your stop loss to break even. So if you reach a point in profit, move your stop loss to break even. Simple. Okay, that works really well. Now you want to try not to do this too much in reversal strategies, because it tends to kind of be choppy sometimes, and that's going to stop you out a lot of times. But you can use this really well. Trading stop is when you move your stop loss incrementally, okay, over time. You can have also trading take profit if you want, which works also fine. Multiple take profit really helped me a lot also. This is helpful to kind of generate cash flow in your business of trading. So let's say that you have a big trade or a regular trade, and then like you don't want to wait like 2-3 weeks for your profit. Well, you can have multiple take profit, which means you take half profit now, half later, or like a third now, a third later, another third later on. And that means that you have money coming in, which is helpful sometimes, especially if you do this for a living. I've seen a lot of traders that do this with their take profit, especially when they are full-time traders. So that can work really well. And I do this also myself all the time, pretty much. So really helpful. Now, it doesn't matter which one you use, but think about which one you can use, which one you prefer. And that's just gonna usually boost your result in terms of money management and money coming in and not having any big losses or big drawdowns, usually, okay? So test it out for yourself. Point number 5 is something I've kind of learned recently. So I used to tell people that they should always adapt their money management to their trading, but sometimes it just doesn't work. So if you kind of stick to your money or risk management rules in a trade, then don't take the trade. Then please don't take the trade. Okay, that's going to be a big thing for a lot of people. So if you, like, for example, have to risk too much on a trade based on your account size or whatever, if you really cannot like go lower and stuff based on your broker, then don't take the trade, because it's gonna be against your plan, and it's better not to take a trade than to lose too much. Like, the attractiveness of the gain doesn't count in trading. Like, you shouldn't think about it at all. So if you cannot stick to your rules of money management, of risking like that percent per trade, or your rule of risk management, which is like not having enough confidence in this trade, then don't take it. It's fine. Like, you are always gonna have another trade to take, so it doesn't matter. So I prefer to kind of stay away, not have a drawdown, then kind of take the trade, have a drawdown, like have things like multiply into bad effects because I took a bad trade, or because I feel bad of taking this bad trade. Okay, so that is helpful. So those are the 5 things, guys. I'll kind of just repeat here for you. Create a money management framework for financial freedom. Only use active investment for your trading, which is part of your framework for financial freedom. Define your maximum drawdown, really important. Use break-even, trading stop, and multiple take profit to boost your results. And finally, if you cannot stick to your plan, then don't take the trade. Okay, that's going to be a lot more simple for you. So I hope that makes sense. Comment below with your thoughts as always on this. If you have any other tip, comment below with them as well. Here are a few comments from the past video. I appreciate you guys always for leaving me comments in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if it's not done yet. One more video like this every single day. And I'll catch you back here in Da Nang tomorrow. Ciao.